What's going on, guys? It's Sunday morning, and it's of course time for the Sunday morning live stream as, well, mostly usual. I can't talk, guys. What's up? Oh, wait, hold on. Lights. Always gotta have the lights. Alright, Anthony, I know you've been waiting around for a while. You've been in the chat there for a while. By the way, guys, I finally figured out how to make the chat look all cool and see-through and stuff. That's awesome. It was nowhere near as hard as I thought it was. So I'm going to play around with that, but I like this better than the normal white chat that's usually popped up. But first and foremost, what's going on with you guys? How have you guys been all week? I had a really, really long week. Starting out last Monday with having to fix my wife's car. You has no life. Okay. Starting out with fixing my wife's car virtually all day Monday, and then all week long it's just been backlogged, everything else. Hey, the phone is not what I'm recording on, Roberto. Ha. Live streaming the good way, as it were. Oh, by the way, I actually wanted to start the whole thing with this. There's a new bromance in the house between Wally and Orion Bax. Stick around for the actual review of Power of the Prime's Optimism. Chad Mathis, how are you, sir? Alright, so yeah, so this week, just real quick, we've got Not Quite Master Grade Monday coming up tomorrow, which is already filmed and uploaded, for the love of God. It will be live first thing tomorrow. And that is, of course, on the 1 to 100 grades that we already... yes. The 1 to 100 grades that we unboxed last week. So that review is already ready to go. I don't even know what to think about that. Life has been uneventful. Good for you. Also, we've got a new unboxing, as usual, for a cool Gundam that is pretty much brand new. Hopefully I get that thing built in the next 2 days so I can actually have it reviewed by Friday. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do a different review of something that's right over my shoulder, right over here, that I've been intending on doing for a while. What up, Mr. Inked? Gumpla, I know you were waiting. You're like falling asleep on the couch. The other thing is... this big boy review is coming out this week. Can't remember what the other quickie review is for this week off the top of my head, but it is what it is. So that way you guys know what's going on in the upcoming week. Yeah, I've been busy. Like last week I recorded a few videos for Hobbytown, which, by the way, go subscribe to Hobbytown Houston's YouTube. I just did a few videos for those guys to help them get on their feet. Also been helping them just do whatever. Although, if you're watching, guys, go ahead and add the description and everything to the videos that I uploaded. That's on you guys. Sorry. It's like, they're your videos. Fix them. Fix them. Alright. So, other big news. Not really big. Mr. Inked Gumpla over there is nearly done with the PG00 Riser. Yay! So if you're not subscribed to his Facebook and Instagram and everything like that, where you can see all the stuff he's working on, go do that, of course. Mr. Zeta Gumpla, you're going to be coming up pretty soon here, sir. Now, what's going on today is I'm going to be talking about Lupus. Not just this Lupus, but that's part of it. So, yeah, I'll catch up with you later, buddy. Yeah, I saw that you did share that the no removal one there, Mitchell. That's awesome. All right, but yeah, Zeta and I have a thing sort of going on. I know he and Dan are doing a build off right now. Oh, by the way, guys, first and foremost, right here, right below this corner, right here, go check out the Shoky Reviews merch store. I have 2 shirts up there. We got a Keep On Nerding and a Keep On Building shirt. They're nice shirts. They come in a multitude of colors. I know it always just shows gray, but that's just that's the first thing up. But if you're interested, go get a shirt because it's going to help do the channel. I'm actually going to buy a couple for myself because, well, hell, they're my shirts. I might as well. But that's going to come into things later on. Got a lot of the rest of the weapons done. Well, I've been watching your live streams trying to be like, come on, dude, do it. No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Do what you got to do, buddy. We'll talk a lot more later. This is not the official thing, so it's okay. It's the initial official thing. I'm just playing with rhyme schemes here today. Alright, so what I want to talk about real quick, and it does affect Zeta as well, not directly, but if you guys don't know, I mentioned it in the live, or the unboxing, whatever day that was last week, or a mail call, I should say. When I got the Lupus, I'm talking about how that's going to tie into Lupus Awareness Month, which is May. It's literally the entire month of May. So, originally I was going to do a custom version of this Lupus. That's a lot of coffee, Mitchell. I was going to do a custom paint job on this Lupus and maybe auction it for money. But for right now, that's not what's actually going to happen. I am still going to do the custom. And actually, Zeta is going to do a custom of his own as well, because he also has someone, or actually I think multiple someones in his life that suffer from lupus as well. If you guys are unaware, lupus is an autoimmune disease that does affect the human body in such a way that it causes your own white blood cells and your own immune system to attack your body if you get sick. What's up, Andy? So, like, say you get sick, you catch just a little bit of a cold or something like that. Instead of just attacking the cold and killing that and killing those germs and bacteria, whatever, it will start attacking healthy cells. It'll start attacking your blood. It'll start attacking other cells in your body and start really messing you up. And whenever my wife first found out she had it, she was massively sick, like on death's door. And if it wasn't for the fact they figured out fairly quickly what was going on with her, and along with a few other things, because it compounded, it was a huge compound problem, and the main link was going back to her lupus coming out, and then combining with fibromyalgia, which is also really terrible. Usually those things kind of go hand in hand, because usually if you have lupus, it's always lupus, Peyton. That is always the joke. It's not lupus. So I see we have a House fan here, which I love House. But anyways, so she's been dealing with it for the better part of 5 years or so. And if you guys have been following the vlog channel for any amount of time, you know that every few weeks we got to go up to Bryan College Station to go get her treatments. And that stuff is actually what keeps her lupus in check. It really fights those antibodies and stuff like that that will go out of control. It really keeps it in check. And realistically, I know I say realistically a lot, she's actually been not in total remission, but she's had, like, all of her numbers have looked good for a very long time now. Stress can kick it off. Actually getting sick can kick it off, because like I said, it'll be immune system overreaction. So it really starts hurting things. Well, the reason they named it lupus is because they were going for the Latin term lupus, which is going for wolf. That's why the Gundam is named Lupus. That's what that has to do with it. Yeah. No, she's been doing real good. Other than the fact that stress at work has really been driving her crazy and pushing her into what they would call a lupus flare, where it literally comes up. It's literally a flare of your immune system, and the first initial stage is usually inflammation in your joints and everything like that, a little bit of swelling, and then it can go into attacking your organs, you know, like there are people who've gone blind, people who've gone deaf, things like that, where, you know, just whatever, and it will overdo it and then really mess you up. And because of some of the medications you have to take, they have to do vision checks, I think every 6 months or so, to make sure her vision isn't fading because of the medications and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a real problem. Sorry, I'm trying to. I got my phone right here. I should probably turn it off because I'm reading comments on YouTube, on Facebook. But Lupus Awareness Month is in May. Now, the whole reason that I'm doing this, and I've mentioned it before, I wanted to do maybe an auction for raising some money for Lupus Foundation of America. But instead, and this is not a full-on. I mean, this is me telling you what we're going to be doing, but not everything has been completely set up. But we've got a good head start already. So, what we're doing is going to be a build contest, an online build contest with all of you guys. So, anybody who is watching the channel, and sadly, I'm going to have to limit it to, probably going to have to limit it to North America and Canada at least. I know that's still a lot of people, but that just makes it a little bit easier. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, this is not totally official yet. We're going to do an online build contest, and the idea is show me your Lupus, show me your Lupus Rex. So it's going to be a build off, and for right now, it's going to go up until the end of May. Like I said, this is not the beginning of the thing, and I'm just telling you what we're going to do. Now, I will be selling t-shirts for this. What it's going to be called is Lupus for Lupus. And I've got a t-shirt design, an amazing, awesome t-shirt design done by Ryan Swing Liu. He did my little Gray's Cry Bata poster, or actually technically stickers, and he whipped it up literally in a couple hours yesterday, and it looks amazing. Now, I can't show it to you right now because we don't have the official thing rolling, but the t-shirts will be available, and I've got Dion, who's an amazing artist. He's going to be working on a design for me, and hopefully Unboxing Art is also going to be doing it. All proceeds from the merchandise sales are going to go to the Lupus Foundation. I'm going to have entry fees for the contest, and it's going to be like a normal contest where you've got beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Each level will have a different thing, and we will have prizes per level. And I say we because Zeta Gunpla is actually going to join in with me because he does have lupus sufferers in his life as well. So he's going to be one of the main judges, also a main promoter. Now, if you guys also out there, if you're also YouTube Gunpla people, by all means, if you want to join in with this, hit me up. I know I want to talk to Dan, maybe Second Soundwave, Jabman, if he's out there, if he's watching. Gunpla Network, you guys are awesome. I need to hit you guys up, see what kind of support you can get. Also, I'm trying to get a little bit of help in the way of prizes. See if people could donate a little bit like that. I've already talked to Hobbytown, so I'm in work with maybe getting some prizes from them. I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of people tomorrow because, you know, everybody's kind of closed on Sunday. But, yeah, t-shirts might be available everywhere. Huh? Will it cost depending on the difficulty? Yes, it will cost more depending on difficulty, but not a lot. And like I said, all the money is going to go to charity. So if you're on a beginning level, I think it's going to be set at like $5. But also, anybody who wins in those, if anybody who wins in the brackets, at least the way I'm looking at it right now, will get something at least to that. But I think the highest I'm going to ask is maybe $15 for the advanced guys. And I say maybe because I don't have that totally sorted yet. That's just all the initial stages of planning. I'm going to get it worked out by the end of this week so that we can really get it rolling and get people built in. So I don't even have the whole thing set up yet. Also, I will have a link hopefully just for people who only want to donate and don't want to participate in anything like that. But the other thing is, if you don't feel like competing, but you still want to show off your Lupus for support, or your Lupus Rex even, because you can do both, I want all of the submissions. Like, just send them to me. I'll have an email set up for it, and I want to feature your builds every day of the month if I can, all of May. So I will have an email set up just for that, and whenever I get an official announcement up, this is, like I said, this is initial, I will have it to where you guys can email me all of your pictures of Lupus. And if you guys want to share things like that, because I just really want to reach out and get as much support from the Gunpla community as possible in this, because it just fits. You know, we have an amazing version of Lupus right here, and if we can turn it around and actually make some money for a, you know, to help find a cure for a horrendous disease, you know, that's really what it's about. And, you know, the contest, that's just to draw attention. And by the way, guys, there will be a very big prize for the ultimate winner. So the grand champion winner will be a very big prize. I'm not going to spoil it here, but you might be able to work it out. So realistically, and if you're an artist out there and you want to also contribute and maybe make some merch, by all means, hit me up either by going to the YouTube page, or I'm sorry, Facebook page, or you can hit me up on email. Any of those things down there, you can get a hold of me. Well, except Patreon's kind of silly, but yes, that's that kind of announcement. So, and it won't be a contest between other Gunpla guys like me and Zeta. We're not going to be competing against each other. We're just we're building in support of the thing. So now this will set as an idea for if you've already got a kit ready to go or anything like that. maybe if you want to get started now. Now, it's going to go through, the way I'm planning it out, probably till the last week of May, and the last week of May will be when we do the judging. So just take all that to heart, and like I said, very, very soon, once I've got the main details worked out, I will have it all in a video explaining everything, all the links you're going to need. I want to get all that set up, but I wanted to put the taste in your mouth, as it were, to say, okay, cool, this is what's going on. So the Lupus for Lupus thing, and as soon as I can, because I already have a teaser for the shirts. Some people have seen them already, like just because, hey, does this look good? Do I need to tweak this? Kind of stuff like that. My wife loves the design of the shirt, and that's saying something. So I think it's really cool, and yeah, it's going to all be for a good cause. Not to mention we get to have a cool Gundam build-off contest here, and that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. But I will appreciate any and all support you guys can have. I don't have any monetary goals. It's just whatever we get, it's all going to go to the Lupus Foundation. No, you can't enter the beginner class, you jackass. Yeah, no, you gotta, you gotta be a little bit honest on that. Dude, you're advanced. Shut up. You can join the beginner class, except you have to build it at a beginner level. You jackass. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to reach out to Dan and the other guys and see if they want to also do something in support. I'm not asking for money from you guys by any means, from those guys. Just whatever support you want to give. If you want to be in on being the judges, I'm going to need probably 5 judges, maybe more, to get through it. If we have a lot of... Can you enter twice? Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, the rules haven't been completely established. Or do you mean, can you enter multiple things? Because I want to do it by size class. I want to do it 100 and 144. Yeah, that's actually the hard decision, because you can do both. I was going to leave it Lupus only, but I said, you know what, Lupus Rex is pretty cool, and you can customize it to your heart's content. But I think you need to make sure that it's at least 50% the original Lupus kit, so you can recognize that it was Lupus. And don't do what Pedro did that one time when he tried to do a oh geez, what was it? Nimpulse. He entered a Nimpulse competition with a 50% Nimpulse. Like 50% of the kit he built was Nimpulse, but it wasn't one Nimpulse kit, and it was mostly by L at the core. So, well, yeah, that's the big announcement for right now, guys. Like I said, I'll have, once I got the merch figured out and put up there. If you want to contribute in the way of creatively, if you want to actually do that, like I said, I've got a couple artist friends already working on stuff, and what Ryan did already, which by the way, I'll put a link in the description down below to his Instagram and stuff like that. I forgot to do that earlier, but I'll do it after the stream. Yeah. To go check out his stuff. He does really, really cool Gundam related works, anime related works. He's a very, very talented artist, and he's based out of the UK, if I remember correctly. So he's pretty cool. What's going on, Link the Pumpkin? After you got here, after all of the announcement is over. I'm just kidding. I'll go over it again in a little while, but that's the gist of it. You know, if you want to build and you want to compete, by all means. And like I said, I'll have all of that set up originally. How long will we have? Are you thinking the actual kits and submit them? 7 Nimpulse. He used 7 Nimpulse parts of 7. I thought it was 5. Either way. Basically, like I said, I think all submissions will go up until like through the 3rd week of March, and that'll be the cutoff. Or I'm sorry, May. That'll be the cutoff. So if you guys want to get started now, by all means. Fashionably late. There you go. And as for submitting, it's going to be like any other online contest. You're going to have to take as many high-res photos as you can of the kit, and do what you can to prove that you built it and you did it. By all means, you know, you're going to probably need to have just a little tag or something with your name and all that in the picture to prove that you did it, you know, and the date probably to prove that you did it on. So nobody to actually use something that they did years ago or months ago, or stealing pictures from somebody else, that kind of thing. So I want to try to keep the cheating to a minimum if possible. But like I said, it's probably going to have to be limited to the US and Canada for the actual competition. As for purchasing merchandise and stuff like that, I'll have to look at the website and see, because Teespring is where it's going to be coming from. I know they do US, and I know they do EU. I don't know if they can do it anywhere else. As for donations or submitting just pictures, just to be featured by all, that'll be another thing. Also, if you guys are comfortable with it, whoever are the winners of the different classes, if you guys actually want to be on the Shoky Builder Showcase when it's over with, by all means, I would love to talk to you about your kits and stuff like that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Plus, that way you get, and that way you get a little more notoriety for what you did. If that would be awesome. So, you mean, okay, so you can submit. I would prefer that anything for the contest be a new build. Because, it is whatever, but submitting pictures of pre-built stuff, just to be featured, that's okay. That's what I'm thinking there, Anthony. If that answers your question, I would prefer things to be new builds. That way it's a fresh take on something. Now, if you already have it built and you want to like modify it or repaint it or something like that, make sure you state that. Be like, okay, hey, I'm starting from this and I've done this. Does that make sense? So if you have, say you have a pre-built, like I have my Lupus and my Lupus Rex down there. If I wanted to modify, customize the ones that I already have built and then submit it, I think that would be okay. But yes, if you want to submit pre-built kits just to be featured, by all means, I think that's a lot of fun. I'm really trying to get a lot of interaction with you guys, and I think that'll be fun. I believe that email probably going to be the best way for exchanging those things. So like I said, tomorrow I'm going to set up a lot more things. I'm going to be contacting people since it's my day off. I'm going to see if I can get any support from e-tailers, stuff like that. I know Zeta has some contacts that he might be able to help out with. But yeah, I just want to get the YouTube community involved as much as possible, along with all of you guys. I mean, there's over 1,600 of you out there now. So if I get a 1/10 of that, that would be amazing. Just people submitting, just sending me the pictures of their cool Lupuses that they want to rep. I mean, if you got dioramas, you got all that kind of stuff, that would be fun. I know, like Josh, we looked at his Lupus Rex not long ago with his cool little basic Mars diorama. That was actually a pretty sweet thing. And I understand that right now it's probably a little harder to get a hold of some of these kits. But if you can do what you can do, it's only the beginning of March now. But if you wanted to go ahead and start building, that's kind of what this was. So, I mean, you're going to have almost the entire month of May to submit. I won't take submissions until then, but that's how long you've got to really, really work on it. And I know it can take weeks, it can take months and stuff like that. And Zeta was the one to be like, dude, you need to announce this as soon as you can. And I'm like, okay. So it's like, so anybody who's going to do like a really detailed build, stuff like that, you got time, but this is the initial announcement to get the excitement out there. And like I said, it's going to be called Lupus for Lupus, and we're going to work on it from there. Once I got the merchandise really going, that'll really help. Now, if you guys actually want to purchase one of the Shoky shirts that I have out there right now, they look like this. So you got the Keep On Building right here. You also have the Keep On Nerding, and of course it has my older Shoky Reviews logo on the front. Those are all actually a fairly affordable price. One person has bought so far, but it's only going to be available, I forgot, the 12th. I believe. So they're only up for 10 days. So, after 10 days, they're going to ship whatever's been bought, and then I'll have to start over. So all of that money will actually help fund this entire endeavor. So money from the normal merch sales will help me to get more stuff for you guys. So I know it sounds funny, but if you want to support the channel and you want to actually make this contest even bigger than it was, because I want to get good prizes for you guys. I want to make sure that whoever wins is getting good stuff. Like I said, I've got the Grand Champion prize already picked out, and I know people are going to fight for it. So I'm not announcing that just yet. So it's going to be awesome. Well, if you're not in the country, Oscar, you can at least show them off. That would be cool. No, a lot of people love Lupus Rex. Actually, a lot of people love Lupus Rex over Lupus. You know, I prefer Lupus myself, but Rex has some cool features. And by all means, if you want to kit bash a Lupus and a Rex together, or even throw in some regular Barbatos for fun, like build an ultimate version of Barbatos, as long as it's recognizable as at least a Lupus of some sort, I don't care. As long as I can tell what it was, go nuts. I mean, as long as you've got it done to your things. You can't show. Oh, that's right. I forgot you can't. I forgot you were a youngin', Oscar. Have your parents do it. By all means, you could do that. Ow, I got like a pain right here. I did not sleep right last night. I wouldn't say I didn't sleep well. I actually slept okay. But like I had to have slept weird because this arm, like this bicep and everything, was really hurting me when I woke up. So I must have slept with my arm twisted. And like just my chest and my neck area. Ow, my collarbone area. But yeah, that's the whole deal. And you know, it's not like and you know, I'm being forward with you guys. I'm not gonna make a dime off of the contest. None of it's going to me. You know, this money goes to me. The money for the contest, not a dime of it's going in my pocket. No, you're fine. You're fine, Oscar. Just find whatever way you can to support it. Even go by way of someone else if you have to. By all means. I love those ridiculous looking mecha. Yep. Oh, I do too, Anthony. You guys should know I love me some Barbatos. I love me some Lupus. Actually, I'm kind of working on a display right there. I need to actually sit down there. I'm not having a stroke. Shut up. That's a fucked up thing to say. Sorry, I'm cussing. Also, Mr. Inked Gunpla, Mitchell, right there, might be a judge, because he has done some judging in the past. So, you know, you might have to live up to his standards. Unless he feels like I told him he can't compete and be a judge. So if he wants to compete, he can't be a judge. And that would be the thing. So if anybody out there, any other YouTubers, any Gunpla YouTubers are going to help me do the judging, sorry, you can't participate in the contest, but you can, of course, show your stuff off. Alright, so for the next part, now I'll take more questions if they come up, because you guys can also help me problem solve by all means. I've been needing to do these little Pokemon dealies for a while. That light is a little too bright. So, been meaning to do these little Pokemon guys for a while. They've just been sitting here. So, I'm going to build them today. So we actually have something to do. And I'll do a minor review of them when we get there. But yeah, if you guys have more questions, by all means. And then as a little more time goes by, I'll go back over it for anybody who shows up. I know 11 o'clock is usually a harder thing there. Andy, are you still here? Are you driving? Because I know you're generally out of church right now. Pokeballs. Let's see if I can... Probably. You just gotta search. Alright, let me see if I can reposition the camera to where it's awkwardly facing my crotch. Here we go. Pokeballs! How many Detolfs do I have? Is it 7? 8, 9, 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe, or 8. I have 8 Detolfs. Oh, hey, by the way, I will allow some resin conversions, but you have to use as much Bandai actual product as possible. That's only fair. I got to keep it like a normal contest. Does that make sense? There we go. So yeah, you can do, if you want to use some of the resin conversion kit, it still have to be primarily a Bandai kit. So no third party Barbatos. None of that. Nice. How do you guys like that new chat over there? Does it look pretty cool? I think it looks nice. CB671. What's going on? These little baggies are actually kind of hard to open. I bet if I turn the light, I can probably see a little better. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I know a lot of guys are also building for other contests, but that's why I'm doing this one as like extra. So you can do what you need to do. Also, like I said, if it helps, if you already have a pre-built Lupus or Lupus Rex and you want to modify it, by all means, I think that would be fun. Trying to get... I think the problem is the computer is too far back. Hold up. There we go. Move my phone. Do I have my zoom? I can zoom. Hold on. Too much exposure, probably. Okay, maybe it'll focus. Even with manual focus, it ain't perfect. Okay. Sorry, I've got to do this. Gogoog 2.0. Cool. I've never actually built a Gogoog. Yeah, it's a bit bright. I've got to figure out a proper lighting setup. I kind of want to build a triangle light, which is basically a ring light setup with LEDs, but it's easy to do a triangle over a ring. Come on. Hey, piece of macaroni. That's a very strange Lego piece. Alright, what do we got here? Quick question. Yes. Hey, Thomas. What's up, buddy? Or Tank. Good to see you on the stream. Hold on. I'll get your question in a second, man. I gotta dump all this crap out. Twin Lupus, Lupus Rex, which you prefer? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, like I said a little bit a while ago. Maybe I need to just move the camera a little. It's its own shadow, but it might be okay. Hold on. Let me play with the focus again. Maybe if I put something with hard lines, it can focus. I think somewhere right in there. Hold on, I've got to. It also might be the zoom. Good enough. Okay, what? Sorry. Snapping my MG gun cannon now. Gonna take apart paint soon later. No, that's fine. I mean, I kind of see you in person all the time at build meets. No big deal. Okay. I don't like the way these things are all lined out like this, but... Okay, we got face... Oh, here's a piece of macaroni I was talking about. Look at that. Is that not just straight up a piece of macaroni? Okay, good enough. Bandai could have done better to place some pieces on the runners. Which things you... Oh, the Gogoog. Okay, I got you. Or the cannon. First ever MG kid, gonna do some work at this point. Almost done one. Yes, that sounds like a good thing. And sorry, I'm gonna be looking down while I build this thing, so if I miss your questions, yell. Just yell, let me know that I missed your question. I need to set up super chat so you guys can like throw money at me. Be like, hey, look at my question. Okay. Another ear here. You broke your foot? How did you break your foot, Tank? It totally looks like a piece of macaroni, doesn't it? This is a super easy little build here. That, I don't know why that reminds me of like a little old car from way back in the day, like a little micro machine. Okay, so solids. Yep, use the solids. Use... See, like for the bigger builds, I'll actually set stuff out and null it all out to make sure I have my organization properly done. But these little guys are so few pieces. Like this actual build and review would take like no time, so it's easy to go ahead and do this on a live stream. Did you answer the question on how you broke your foot? Because I want to know. I want to know how you broke your foot. Hey, at least you got time to build. Okay, so there's the body. There's the head. Oh, damn. Dude, that sucks. You just thought it was a shallower step than it was. Been there, done that. I mean, you think about what I do for a living. You know, I've rolled my ankles repeatedly, tripped on holes in grass that you couldn't even see. I rolled both my ankles simultaneously, stepping onto a curb wrong. Luckily, I didn't break anything. I have fairly flexible ankles from my days of playing hacky sack. If college wasn't a thing. Okay. Oh, yeah, school. School. Who needs it? I'm just kidding. Go to school, kids. Finish up your schooling, because I never did. Oh, okay. I thought this was a piece stuck in another piece. It's actually painted. That's kind of cool. Presumably that's the neck or a hand. Oh, it's a hand. Okay. And guys, I like these Pokemon, these little basic Pokemon kits from Mega Bloks, because they're getting more advanced. There's a Snorlax now. There's a Blastoise that looks pretty cool. I'm going to be picking that up eventually. And plus, they're fun and easy. College wasn't a thing. I don't know what college is. I'm just kidding. Okay, fold this up so I can see the next part. Super easy! It's super easy kit, guys. Was this the build day you guys anticipated? I'm just kidding. Nobody thought I'd be building anything. Actually, I'm doing this just so there's something to do other than me just sitting here rambling on constantly. But I'll answer questions about the contest and stuff later, if people still have questions, which I'm sure there will be, because there'll be people new to the stream. Hey, what was that announcement again? I missed it. Okay, can you guys hear me okay when I'm not facing the camera? My brother broke his hip when he was 19 months. Wow. You know, I've you know, hand on heart, I've never broken anything. I've been incredibly lucky in my life, but I've gotten very, very close. I nearly broke my tailbone a few years ago, falling into an oil change pit. Twice. The twice, that's the kicker, because nobody had ever done it, and I managed to do it twice. Not like at the same time, I just did it again. Llewellyn Reswald, what's up? Model ships, oh, that'd be cool. I have no advice on building model ships. I really don't. Though I would say, if you want to go for those kind of kits, that's a little harder. But if you want to go for like some of the sci-fi kits, by all means, Bandai has those. I have not built a model ship since I was a little kid, and mostly my dad built that. I was just there. We got 2 Sniper Zakus, A to Z Gundam, and a Strike Rouge. Yeah, you spelled Rouge wrong. The U goes before the G. Make sure you fix that. Because you got Strike Rogue there. There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, dude. Hi, Blue. What's up? You missed all the announcements there, Blue. I'll go back over everything here in a little bit. Leave a good like 30-40 minute gap. So right now I'm just building me a little Abra. I had to look at it like, what is this guy again? Oh, the macaroni is his tail. I didn't figure that part out. What's up? Just built your action Zaku. Oh, nice. Oh, the act Zaku. I have that. I need to build it. Did you have the P Bandai? Ooh, you got a good one. I don't have that one as of yet. I am on a buying freeze, except for minor things, guys. I got to the end of the month and money got short. February being a short month doesn't help because that means all the bills come along a lot quicker. So here, I need to take off at least a week from building, and then I'll get back to chasing things down. But it's not like I have any shortage of stuff. Like, I've got endless kits. I've got all kinds of crap I need to review anyways. Why do I feel like there should be something else there? That just plugs onto the butt like that? That's awkward. Like, that tail is crazy. That was a very simple kit. Super simple blue. What's up? Dislocated your ankle when you were in the army and tore your shoulder at work. I have hardly anything broken. Yep. Oh, your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, sir. Alright, we're going to come back up here. Here we go. Focus on my hand. Too much light. Okay. Oh, hi. No, you. What? Huge backlog of IBO and Astrays. Nice. Alright, so we have a tiny little Abra done. Got too much light exposure here for some damn reason. The irony of that, too much light. Focus on the Abra. Should be on autofocus, I thought. Oh, it's not. Okay. Helps if I turn on autofocus. It's focusing on my face. Focus on the Abra. He's right there in front of you. There we go. So you got that little almost pig-like face. He's always sleeping and chilling like that. You've got ears that are painted on the inside. And yeah, those look pretty good. Exposure is a little too high. They do move ever so slightly. Get my face out of the way. Come on. Hey, Carl. It wants to focus back here. Here. I'll put it right next to my face. There we go. What's the wife and kids are yelling at me to get donuts. I'm taking you guys on a road trip. Yay, road trip. Alright, so you got ball joint mounted arms, like so. You got ball joint mounted elbows, also like so. He's got a little bit of claw hands like that. But the arms can go all the way around. He could technically do a little high teacher, although he can levitate himself probably, so he doesn't have to actually do that. The feet have little ball joints, like here at the hips. Yay for that. Ball joints for knees. All kinds of universal thing. Interesting. I know he's supposed to have like crow feet. That's a very interesting way to do that. The only thing that sucks is like I don't think I'm trying to make him to where he can sit, but I don't think that's really gonna work. Having fun. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Sorry. Gotta go. Okay, so they're fairly well posable for a little thing. The only thing I don't like is macaroni tail. I realized we probably couldn't see half of what was happening there. I gotta get a better light for live streams. See, if I turn this light off, it's gonna be too dark. Look. Although the overhead light now is working fairly well. My ring light is dying, so that doesn't do me any good. So, yay for this. Focus on the pig. See, now it's too dark. I caught a Pokemon. I built a Pokemon. I don't even catch them. I build them. I make Pokemon in my spare time. What do you do? Jim Jim. Don't say Jim Jim. Okay, so. It almost had to focus. It's like. Focus on the face. It's like, no, we're trying to look at you. We don't care about your stupid little Abra. Although, it's pretty cool. I dig it. You can sort of like do a cluster with his legs there. And you can do that. And the tail swivels. Swivel! Swivel. Oh, the head. Head is on a ball joint. But, yay for Abra. I never even did get all of the ones from this particular range. But yeah, that's it for that one. Instructions. I just throw everything on the floor. Don't you guys know? Don't need it. Goes on the floor. Next. Zubat. This one should be pretty easy. Looks like he's got the same wingtips from the Charizard, but in blue. What's your favorite Pokemon generation, guys? Be like, I don't know what Pokemon is. 2 whips in progress this month is custom blue frame duh and a Nebula Blitz. Neat. Carl, did you actually catch the announcement at the beginning? Or I assume you haven't been here the whole time. Should I go back over the announcement yet, guys, or should I wait just a little bit longer? Should you fear or welcome a Gunpla backlog? It depends on how much you're going to build. If you're going to have a backlog because you're addicted to collecting, as we discussed last weekend, I believe, then you should definitely fear the backlog. If you're actually going to be building all the things in your backlog, like in a reasonable amount of time, unlike myself, if you can build 2 to 3 kits a week, and you're buying just as many, what's up, Eric? Then you should not fear the backlog. If you have a moving backlog, I should say. If you have a stagnant backlog, like myself and others, that's what you have to worry about. Okay, so I'm trying to rotate things here. Transient Gundam. Oh, I'm jealous. I've yet to get my hands on a Transient. Okay, gonna rotate the camera down so we can watch the Zubat constructions. Oof. I was like, I broke it already. Just the bags. I'm dumb. Yay for Zubat construction. Get a little bit more light. Some focus. Okay, so I'll knock out the Zubat right quick, and then I will go back over the announcement for anybody who is new to the stream so far. So if you are new, if you've only popped in within the last 15-20 minutes or so, let me know. Pop in, say hi, so we can go over everything again. Yeah, but the difference there with having too many donuts is you'll eventually run out of donuts because you're going to eat them. Wow, I nearly cut those by accident. Look at these wings. These are cool. I love that they found a way to continuously use the same parts for ears. CQB oriented mobile suit. I don't know what you're asking. Close quarters battle. So what's my favorite hand-to-hand combat style? I don't know. I mean, Barbatos is very good for that, if we're honest. Tend to get in close and beat the crap out of people. That's always a good thing. You missed the beginning. Okay. No, I'm going to go back over everything here in a little bit. The Zubat should go fairly quickly. I bet I can actually figure it out without really even looking at the instructions, if I'm honest. Okay. On to back of the head. Ears is... This is actually one of the harder parts, is putting these parts together inside a round part. Death size, yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Death side is definitely a close range mobile suit. Where's the face? Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, that's the belly. Okay, I thought that was the back of the head. Okay, so this is belly. This is head. So, okay, so I definitely could not have constructed this without looking, because it's already confused me. This was not the way I thought it was going to go. Okay. Belly part, which is molded exactly the same as the face. That's actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. They get the same part twice. Does it ever bother anybody that Zubat don't have eyes? They don't evolve eyes until they become their evolved form. Hello, Jetfire. Hold on. I'm not a fan of the grunt mobile suits for 00 except for the GNX. Okay. I like the Freet, Barbatos, Goof does good. Yep. Jim Striker. Yeah. All of those things are good close quarter mobile suits. You're right. Oh, I guess technically, Guzhin is an amazing close quarter combat. It actually beats down things and crushes things as well, if not better, than Barbatos. While he does use a cannon occasionally, it is definitely a primarily close quarters suit. Anime 321 Golbat. Golbat, thank you. I don't know why it was something. I was thinking Crobat, like the extra evolved form. Oh, cool. It even comes with a stand that you can't use. Neat. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is already really cool. I guess you're gonna have to put him on. Oh, you can put him on the Pokeball. Okay. Neat. All right. Fusion has 4 arms too. Well, it can go. Well, the original one didn't. Rebate does. Okay, so you can put him on the Pokeball. Look at this, guys. This is cool. Oh, hold on. Look at that. That's so cool. I like the soft goods, like the soft rubber for the little tail parts, but that is a perfect little Zubat. Look at that thing. Okay. All right, back to the chat. What? Fair IBO verse favors manipulator to manipulator combat. Yep. I just realized I'm hitting the number 7 repeatedly with the camera. Thanks to nano laminate armor. Yeah, Lupus has arm squirt guns. That's true. It does have. Well, unless he's got the like rocket launcher arms. Yeah, but they were both primarily, even though they both would arm themselves with guns occasionally, they were primarily close quarter combat suits, whereas Floros, rest in peace, was definitely a long range weapon. Thoughts on the RE series? I think the RE series can be cool. They have some weak spots depending on which one you're getting. Like we looked at the Bawu not long ago, and I thought it was a very well executed kit, but the person who constructed it didn't necessarily do the best job. I love you, Nick. HG only 1/100 scale. What detail? Did I miss a question? Yeah. Water balloon launchers. All right, so this is the. I dropped Abra. And I almost dropped Zubat, but I caught him. Come here, Aber. Come here. Guys, there's like a bunch of these now that are coming out in scenes with like multiple Pokemon. And I'm really digging that. Not to mention they have these guys. Which, by the way, I mean, they cost a little much for what they are. But it's like $6 for these. Usually. $6 or $7. I think scale is fairly well close. I dig these. They're available everywhere. They have them at freaking Walgreens now, of all places. So I don't even have... Like, I need to get a Magikarp. Because I have the Gyarados, I need to get a Magikarp. Magikarp. Alright, so, what are we doing here? Just wait till I'm done with your Babu. I'm waiting on your Babu, Eric. Alright, so, for everybody who is new, who just showed up in the last little bit, let's just start the stream over, technically speaking. Which we have to start the stream over with the new bromance between Wally and Orion Pax. The bro packs. Camera's doing that thing where it doesn't want to focus again. Yeah, the Pokeball does technically add up to cost. You are correct, Anthony. Alright, so what the big announcement, technically a pre-announcement, initial announcement, however you want to call it that, is for the Lupus. For Lupus contest slash charity thing that I'm doing for the month of May, which is Lupus Awareness Month. If you're not aware of what lupus is, well, that's what the month is for. And of course, it's an autoimmune disease that my wife in particular does suffer from, and Zeta Gumpla actually, yes, Zeta Gumpla, he has, I think, 3 people, at least in his family, that all have lupus. And it's a terrible, terrible autoimmune disease that, if not controlled, will kill you, like most autoimmune disease. Luckily, my wife's is generally under control, but it has issues sometimes, and it does affect your way of living. And even down to the point of what you eat. It can actually exacerbate things like a gluten allergy. Like, she's basically, like, we're finding out that she might actually be gluten intolerant, I guess, for lack of a better word. But it seems like lupus does tend to have those things. There you go. All right. So the whole idea behind that is, we already talked about it when I unboxed it out of the mail call earlier this week. I'm going to be doing the 1-to-100 full mechanics lupus. I'm going to be doing a custom version of that with a paint job and a few minor adaptations for my part of it. Now, for what you guys are going to be able to do, and sorry, the content is going to be limited to the US and Canada, just because it's the easiest way to ship prizes to people. However, if you don't want to compete and you have a lupus build, by all means, I want to see the pictures, because I want to feature every single day of May in Lupus Awareness Month. I want to be featuring lupus pictures. I want to see your builds, custom, just if you built them, if you have a fun stand together, just things like that. Lupus Rex does count, by the way. Now, as for competitors, it's going to be a basic, like a regular contest. You're going to have advanced. You're going to have, I'm sorry, let's start at the bottom. You have beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels of the competition. Lupus and Lupus Rex in both sizes are allowed. But if you can only find an HG, by all means, go knock out an HG. And there will be prizes on the HG level and the 100 level. Now, there will be prizes for probably the 3rd through 1st places. And the first places will always be a Gumpla kit. So if you come in first place in whatever area, you're going to get a kit. What? Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. I would like to actually have that. But either way, I'm currently setting up for merchandise. We already have, thanks to Ryan Swinglu. He actually worked for several hours yesterday and actually made an awesome t-shirt design for Lupus. And it will be on sale soon. All proceeds from any and all merchandise will go to the Lupus Foundation of America. Proceeds from entry fees, and there will be an entry fee only because it's a charity deal. So depending on what level you're going to be competing at, and yes, compete within your own level. But say, like, if you're advanced and you want to build an intermediate as well, do it, but make sure it's on an intermediate level. Make it fair, guys. But every entry will need to be paid. It's not going to be super expensive, but it'll be enough to make sure that you're going to get a good prize for what you have invested. Does that make sense? Send me a message there, Carl. Stop interrupting me in the middle of my spiel. Let me see what Carl sent me, since he had to go and interrupt me. Oh, cool. I've seen those before. That's pretty neat. Anyways, but to tease you guys a bit, the grand champion winner will get a big prize. I already said everything's going to be a kit. So the grand champion will get a very big prize. So just to get you guys kind of thirsty and get you interested. Now, submissions are going to go through the month of May, but I'm letting you guys know now. So if you want to start building, and all things must be a new build. Even if you're modifying a previous kit that you've done to submit, make sure that you tell me that, say, hey, I already had this Lupus built, but I'm going to modify it, I'm going to paint it and all that stuff. By all means, do that. If you've had it entered in previous contests, I don't think that should be allowed realistically, because if you've already got something you built months ago, and it's awesome and you already won contests with it, I don't think that's fair. So if you want to start over new, and I know Lupus kits, Barbatos, stuff like that is probably a little bit harder to find, but they're out there. You're just going to have to hit up a lot of e-tailers, stuff like that. But That's what I want to do. So everything's going to go. Go get your oil change, Mitchell, for the love of God. Now, myself and Zeta Gunpla right now are the two main judges, but I want to get more judges that are definitely YouTube Gundam related. I'm going to talk to Dan the Plastic Man, hopefully here in a little bit, see what he wants. U.S. territories count. It depends on the shipping, realistically, because if we have to ship a very expensive, very large kit to you, that might be the hard part. The other thing is the merchandise, like the t-shirts I have right here. Like, guys, if you haven't checked out the merchandise, go check out the store. It's the Shoky Reviews store on Teespring. And I've got the Keep On Building, Keep On Nerding t-shirts right there. And that money is actually going to help fund this contest or everything like that. So I can actually get you better stuff. I'm going to see if I can get people to donate. I'm going to hit up a lot of retailers that deal with Gundam kits and see if they are willing to donate a kit or maybe even some the hell not vouchers, but the word I'm looking for, I can't think. It's still early for me. Basically just get you guys something for if you win, if you're on the beginner level or anything like that. Making you want to get you a job. You should get a job. And don't cuss in the chat. Amazon has Lupus and Rux. There you go. Oscar can do things. PG existing lightning model. What? Oh, the Exia. Sorry. Autocorrect. Shit. You think I'm made of money? You think I can just buy a PG Exia to give to people? Yes, and raise your flag, by all means. Now, I will have an email set up directly for submissions. So I will announce that as soon as I have it up. So even if you guys are just sending me the pictures of your already completed builds to be featured, that's where I'm going to want you to send them to me. If you can email me the pictures that way. I know some people like Oscar have issues where they can't necessarily post pictures and stuff like that. If you have issues along that way, but you still want to help, by all means, find a way if you can. Also, I will have links to donate directly if you don't feel like buying merch and you don't feel like getting in the contest. By all means, you could just donate directly to the cause. And if you guys are, and I'm going to ask you because it affects you guys. Now, I have to find the proper way to handle the money because I want to handle as little money as possible because I don't want to be responsible for it if I can deal with it. But if I can set up maybe either a PayPal directly for the charity so that it'll be like, okay, this, all of the money you guys are buying, everything you're buying is going into this one account. And then I just go click and it sends it directly to there. If you guys are okay with that and I have a link for it and you guys want to send the money that way, let me know if you're comfortable with that. If you're not, if you're not like that, then I'll have a link directly to the charity itself. But, you know, I wanted to keep it to where I could see all the money so I could give you guys a total amount donated by the end, because I think that'd be a lot of fun to watch the totals roll up. I think you guys would be like, ooh, we can beat that. All right, so what do we got here? Valvoline or Royal Purple? Royal Purple, what are you crazy? Always go Royal Purple. Valvoline's garbage. There you go. Yeah, no. If it wasn't for the fact that I have to take my car to the dealership, I would put Royal Purple in it. And the only reason I have to take it to the dealership is because of that. You can't join because the sword mace broke. You can join as long as you have a new thing. By all means, like I said, you've got until, I think I'm going to take submissions. Like, I won't take submissions at least until April. So the guys can get their builds done. At least for a contest, I should say. As for just being featured, by all means, once I have the email set up, just flood it with some Lupus pictures. Just send them so they did. Now, if you are going to, like I said before, like this is an online contest. So with your submissions, I need high-res pics. As many as you can send me. Show me all the stuff you've done. Detail it out in the email, whatever. And if you can tag a small video, I'll watch a small video, you know, if that's possible. Also, make sure that I know it's you submitting the thing. A little piece of paper with your name on it and the date in the pictures so that we can prove that you did it, you're submitting it on this day. Try to keep everybody on it. Does that make sense? There, what he said. What Anthony said, just glue it and make it look different with some blood plate. How did you break that huge sword mace? I assume the handle, because the rest of it, you can't possibly break that huge chunk. Or do that, make it look battle damaged. I need more to drink. Guys, also, it's a major pollen season beginning here in Texas, and my sinuses are crazy. I need to take another allergy pill. Yeah, exactly what Carl said. Carl, what was that thing you sent me, by the way? I know what those are. Is that those, they're not Gundam, but I can't remember the name of that company. It's like IBK or something like that. Yeah, there's that. There's Gunbook Garage Sale, all kinds of stuff. I know it's not a Kotobukiya kit, but what is that thing? Or maybe it is Koto. Let me pull something up on my cell phone here, just so I can tease you guys just a little bit. If you guys are okay with a teaser, if you guys do you guys want a teaser of what the Lupus for Lupus t-shirts are gonna look like, so that you guys know what you can buy? Shinkalion. I don't know what that is. You always bringing up random things, Jetfire. All times SRWOG. Oh, okay. So I'm waiting for a chat response on whether you guys want to know what the Lupus for Lupus t-shirts are going to be looking like. At least the initial ones, because I do have multiple artists working on stuff. Ryan was just the first one to get stuff done, and honestly, he might make something else because he's like, dude, I really enjoyed this. He's like, he really kind of wanted to do more stuff. All right, so I will show just briefly, and mind you, this is, hold on, hold on. Let me make sure I'm showing the right thing before I send it. There we go. I know it's blurry as all get out, but that's the basics of the Lupus for Lupus t-shirt. That's only the first design, and I really do love that. So, if you missed it, go back and watch it again. And in case you're wondering, yeah, there's going to be a Lupus Rex version too. So yeah, little teaser there. So those are all, they're actually going to be, just looking at the initial pricing, they're not going to be super expensive. Usually about the same as most custom t-shirts. That are actually fairly simple. Like the Shoky shirts right here, I believe are only like $23, something like that, but they're nice shirts. Now I have to look at since I haven't put it on sale, I haven't seen what the profit margin is going to be on the shirts, because it will tell you that. The base price from what I saw is like not even $15 for those. If I upgrade the quality of the shirt, because it does give you basic, middle, I usually go for the middle range to make it more affordable, and also a little bit better on the color challenges. And there will be multiple colors. There'll be black, white, gray, purple, because Lupus Awareness Month is purple. So you guys can choose a bunch of different colors and stuff like that. I think they're going to be in, if I had to guess, with the profit margin, because the profit is obviously what's going to happen. Now, like I said, you're not buying these from me. You're going to buy them from Teespring, and then the profits are going to be donated. So does that make sense? If you do a custom kit, it has to be, sorry, I forgot, I left that out. It needs to be at least 50% Lupus or Lupus Rex. Like, it needs to be 50% of that. Like, you can't make it up of parts of different things and call that 50%. Like, if you've got a core that's a Lupus and you want to throw some other crazy crap on it, that can be okay. It needs to be recognizable as a Lupus or a Lupus Rex, but other than that, you can go to town. Does that make sense? But the shirts, I think, are going to be, if I had to guess, basing the pricing off of just what mine cost. So the Keep On Building shirts, those are $23 with a $7-ish profit margin. I can raise the price to, I can maybe set it all to where like a $25 thing, so that way there's a decent amount of profit that's all going to the charity. But is that cool with you guys? Because like I said, the money's not going to me. The money for those is going all to charity. So the lag's on your side, because I'm not seeing a lag on my side. Because when the chat happens, I see it. Because I'm not seeing kilobyte loss or anything like that, so it's your side. You're also driving, aren't you? Probably why. You ordered the 1100 R44. What is that? R44. Yeah, I think 25 would be a fair price, but I'm gonna look at it. They might be 23, but like I said, I want to get an okay profit margin to go to the charity. So, oh, the R40. Okay, I didn't know what the R44 was off the top of my head. But yeah, that's what's going on with the Lupus thing, guys. That's why this has a Lupus theme kind of today. Why the picture in the corner down there is the Lupus boys together. So like I said, you can do a 1 to 100 or 1 to 144th Lupus or Lupus Rex or a combination thereof, as long as it's at least 50% of, like 50% of a Lupus to start, you know. Like, if you want to pull the arms off and throw some other Gundam parts on there, by all means. And like I said, you're going to have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And I'll lay those rules out thoroughly in the real contest announcement that'll be, you know, broadcast everywhere. So, and like I said, the contest will be specifically US and Canadian just to keep the thing. As for territories, maybe it'll depend on shipping. I mean, if you're keen on paying the shipping to get something massive sent to you, then I'll let people compete from everywhere. Like, I mean, it'd be the same thing as a giveaway that I've done before. If you guys are fine with it, if you guys internationally want to compete, you have to pay the shipping if you win. Does that make sense? Is that only fair? Because otherwise, you know, I've already, it's like, I'm going to have to purchase a great deal of these prizes. I already know that. I'm trying to get as many donated as I can. But I need to get that ball rolling tomorrow once businesses are open and such. Now, if other Gundam YouTubers that are going to watch this, my buddies out there, if you guys want to help donate to get this contest rolling, also, I need the judges. I need at least 5 judges, and I want them to be all at least Gundam YouTube related. Myself and Zeta are already on it. I think it'd be awesome to get somebody like Jabman in on here. I'm going to contact him later on. Dan, if you're interested on being in that, I know you're busy with the build off of Zeta actually right now. But realistically, we won't have to judge anything until May. So it is what it is. If you're going to use a resin kit, you still have to follow the 50% rule. Does that make sense? Like, you need to show me that there is at least 50% of the original kit there, and then you have the resin kit. Now, the resin kits might have to go into the advanced, because that's not an easy thing to do. So I leave that to Gujin Rex. Would be kind of funny, as long as it's mostly Rex. So, okay, you guys in the chat right now, for people doing the resin conversion kits, should that be in the advanced section? Because you're having to use a resin kit, you're going to have to paint it and all that other stuff, and it's modifying the original. So if you want to use a resin kit, you're going to have to compete in the advanced section, if that's fair to you guys. We can work some stuff out right here with everybody in the chat. And also later on, leave in the comments down below what you think to those questions as well. All right, stream's been going for about an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I think the resin conversion kits are pretty cool. I've seen some of them, you know, and they have some really neat results. As long as you prove to me that you're using most of... Why would I not still be live, Art? You jackass. And hello, Arthur. It's only been for an hour. How long do your live streams usually go? Oh, that's right. I'm just picking on you, buddy. Art, you want to compete in the contest? I assume you mean the Gal Gaigar, and that just really messed up your typing? Yes. I've seen the Gal Gaigar Super Mini Pla. They look ridiculous. Actually, Thomas built one time at a build meet, and it was really cool. Also, guys, this should be fun. Behind the scenes, guys. T-shirts and stuff like that. For anybody who has been in the Nerdcast at least a couple times, and maybe even the Builders showcases, I kind of want to have shirts made for you guys. So Nerdcast crew shirts, and then Builders showcase shirts. So if you've been featured, you guys could have a cool shirt saying, hey, I was on the Shoky Builders showcase. I think that'd be fun. You don't do live streams because no one cares. People care, Art. You've got like 600 some odd subscribers. Which, guys, go. By the way, if you like action figures and all kinds of fun other stuff and collectibles, go check out Unboxing Art. He's like the reverse of me. Rezern! What's up? Yeah, he's the reverse of me, as in almost all of his stuff is what I do for quickies. A Galfag guy. I don't know what that is. Oh, that. Okay. Yeah, you can just say something, and I don't even know what it is, man. I've seen a few of the other mini-plays and stuff like that, but have not seen that in particular. I saw one that was like all gold, and they wanted like $190 for it. That went immediately. No. They also had... was that... I don't know if that was a super mini-play. The green one, where it's like all glowing green. Okay, so... Resin kits will be in the advanced category for either size, but I think that's pretty much the 1/100 size, if I remember correctly. We all care, Art. See, Anime321 cares. Whoever Anime321 is. Playing Gundam Breaker while you're watching. Genesic, yeah, that's the one I've seen. You're always making me work on these live streams there, Jetfire. Yeah, Arthur does have an exceptional beard. And guys, I need to go file the dumb paperwork at work so I can actually grow a beard out. Because the main reason, like if you saw during Christmas, I was growing my beard out during protest, basically. But now, most of the part of the year, I have to do it this way. Gal... Oh, first thing right there, I don't even have to try. Gal Figar. Oh, that's different. Oh, it's got big blue wings or green wings, kind of hard to tell. Okay, so it's got a different kind of core, but everything else is essentially the same. Well, that's pretty cool. I have almost no interest in it, but it's pretty cool. By no interest, I mean like I know nothing of it. It might look really cool. I know the figures are really cool. The super mini plays are pretty cool. I just literally have no drive towards it realistically. Now, if one tends to find its way into the Shoky cave and needs to be reviewed and or built, you know, that would happen, you know, by all means. No, because of my job, I can't have a beard because they're going by 100-year-old standards where beards were non-professional. Although our main rival, FedEx, those guys can have beards. But they're also contract employees, so that's very different. Oh, okay. That's cool. You wouldn't know what to live stream about? Toys, man. Do the same thing. I'm just sitting here bullshitting when it comes to whatever. Like, you know, my fun Transformers, my little Transformer buddies. Actually, the other night I was having too much fun reviewing this, so I'm sending the picture to Arthur. It's like, he's in bed. He's like, dude, why are you still awake? I'm like, why are you still awake? You're on the East Coast. It's like, I was sending him all the fun pictures I was having. Actually, I shared them in Legion of Transformers Facebook group. I was having way too much fun with Wally and Prime here. Correct. My wife actually definitely prefers me with a beard. However, I get paid way too much money to shave, basically. However, you can get a literal medical release form that states that I don't have to shave because of razor burn or eczema or whatever caused by the shaving. And I literally have to call HR, get the paperwork, go to my own doctor, and get them to sign said forms. It's a silly process. A few drivers have done it. Now, they're in the middle of the new contract dispute, and realistically, that should have been part of it. Big ol' Prime! The core base of Galfigar, which is a stupid name, let's be honest, was mankind's attempt to replace the Galleon with him being gone. Okay. Roberto's got a nice little beard. I've seen his pictures. Prime doesn't have a beard. He's clean shaven. Look at that. The only Transformer with a beard that I know of is, I guess, technically Hound from the new movies. I should review what? What? Review what anime? What should I review? Hey, should I review the Power Rangers Boom comics that I've been reading like crazy the last 2 days? Like, I did that unboxing where I got all my... I literally plowed through half of the comics in like a couple hours. Just because they were good. You know, you can't send links in the chat, anime. I don't know if you knew that. But, as always, you can send me messages via the Facebook. Like Carl did. Which, Carl, you answered me the question, but I don't know what series that is from. Like, I've seen those. I've seen them on Gundam Planet. It's a really cool looking thing. And you guys know I like me some big robots, especially if they are colorful and combine or smash things. Well, when I get to the actual review in a week or so, Xenoblade Chronicles X Formula, I'm going to have to Google that now, aren't I? Oh, actually, I think I've seen those. Kotobukiya has a lot of cool IPs that they work with. Kotobukiya. Xenoblade. Is it the X formula? Yeah, that thing's cool. Super Robot Wars. Thank you for spelling it out literally, because you send me an acronym. I don't know what the heck that is. That thing looks like a Bayverse. I mean, I know Xenoblade is a whole thing, but that thing looks like a Bayverse Transformer mixed with a frame arms. That thing is ridiculous. How much is it? And it transforms into a big motorcycle cannon. I like motorcycle cannons. No, but you keep telling me about Motoroid. And you oh wait, you told me about that last week, Jetfire. You sent me the Mazenkaiser Godmars. I see prototype images. I like Godmars. I think that's actually very cool. The Soul Chigokin one was amazing, but God, it's expensive. Later, Oscar. Listen to the opening? I don't want to. I'm just looking at it. So I like the design of Godmars, where it's a big combining mecha, but two, it's so like non or it's so asymmetrical, it's funny. Yeah, GSC X Sentinel Modroid Godmars. That glare. Okay, it's a thing. Okay. Do I have anything else laying around I could play with real quick? Probably not. Now, after I get done with the stream, I'm going to try to go through virtually everything I have in that box over there that's not a Gundam and try to review it all today. Like, just get all of my quickies, all of my Transformers reviews, all of my Black Series figures, all the Marvel Legends series, get all those reviews just knocked out. I'm not talking about it because of spoilers, but I watched it last night, dude. It was incredible. Although I will say they reused a lot of scenes, and you could tell this is where they've gotten rid of animators. They were reusing scenes right and left. And even like some of the really badly animated scenes. So you can tell you're right down to the very end of the series because there's nobody really animating anything new except for Goku and Jiren, which is fine. But everything else was so reused, it was ridiculous. Isn't that the purpose? Hold on. Isn't that the purpose of YouTube, to spread the word of our giant robot Lord and Savior Optimus Prime? But is he our Lord and Savior? Is he? Because if you go with some of the newer generation Optimuses, they're actually not a savior of anything. They're actually jerks and actually just do anything they can to hurt the Decepticons instead of protecting the ones they care about. He actually dooms their entire species repeatedly by his own actions, only so the Decepticons won't win. Think about that for a minute. But yeah, the battle with... No spoilers here, guys. Just know that the battle with Jiren and Goku got ridiculous last night. And something we've been waiting to see for probably 20 or 30 episodes now is finally happening. Although it is very, very reminiscent. And I'm sure you guys caught this. Yes, exactly. If you saw the episode and you saw the previews for next episode, is it or is it not incredibly reminiscent of the Goku versus Frieza battle on Namek from way back when? Like, cause that's entirely the vibe I get. It's like they're going all the way back there. Now, I've purposely tried to miss out on spoilers, but because of some of the channels that I follow, and they tend to post pictures and images and stuff like that for upcoming stuff, I'm like, dude, come on. Like, at least give us a chance to not be spoiled, even by your titles or your thumbnails. But jeez. Oh, really? You didn't think about that before? I wrote an entire rant on it one day on Facebook. Because I'm like, dude, what is going on? Because Optimus Prime was like the great hero of everything back in the day. Even Primal did that too. But they tried to do what was best for the Autobots. They tried to do what was best for all Cybertronians. And the Decepticons were just plain evil. In the Bayverse and even some of the newer adaptations, including Prime, Optimus is doing a lot of things just to spite the Decepticons. Now, don't get me wrong. Prime's version of Megatron was definitely evil. But in some ways, trying to rebirth Cybertron, even in his own image, so to speak, still would have done better than destroying the Omega Lock. So he destroys the original Omega Lock to keep Megatron from using it after he's already somewhat used it. But then, and the fact that, like, you hear it on Ratchet's in his voice when they get back to Earth, and he's like, Optimus, we needed that. Like, he's so desperate and so angry that Optimus did it, to the point that he actually goes and almost betrays them later because of that. But the Bayverse Optimus is an absolute asshole who just doesn't want the Decepticons to win. Everything he does actually dooms his species more and more. He gets more and more Autobots killed by his actions than if he had just played ball in the first place and helped resurrect Cybertron. Like, as a species, the Cybertronians were all dying off because the planet was wrecked, but instead of trying to work together to come to a solution that even their biggest leader at the time, Sentinel Prime, was trying to do, Optimus said, no, we're just going to go to Earth, we're going to find they all spark, and then we're going to find this, we're going to find this, we're going to find this. And when he doesn't get his way, he just wipes everything out. Even multiple times destroying chunks of Cybertron repeatedly. Like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that that's the way it's gone. He's not a hero by any means. And at the end, they try to make him out as, oh, he's heroic, he survived, he beat the bad guy, so to speak. But you look at it from the other side and you're like, wait a minute. All he did was defend humanity, but he's actually dooming himself and his own species repeatedly by his actions. Now, I'm not saying screw over humanity and take everything he had, but everybody could probably find a way to work together to actually make it happen. The Decepticons have a big, long plan, and they keep trying to get their way. Optimus is incredibly short-sighted, only dealing with what's directly in front of him. And yeah, Prime was definitely one of the best series. I liked Prime, except for the kids. The kids got incredibly annoying a lot of times. But I like the fact that they tried to use Smokescreen. Was it Smokescreen? He was supposed to be like the Hot Rod character of that universe, which is fine. Except that he completely denied it. He's like, no, I'm not going to be the next Prime. I'm not worthy. I'm just going to resurrect Prime. And he's going to come back as an even bigger truck. But in Prime, like, he didn't care about a lot of things. He had almost no personality. He cared about the kids, and he cared about Earth and stuff like that. But like, there was that one time they tried to get him to laugh, and he just completely, whatever. But yeah, no, I liked Ultra Magnus in Prime. I thought he was actually pretty good, though he showed up and he was a bit of a hard ass, but then he got a little bit better over time. You know, they expanded. I don't think they lost. If I remember correctly, very few Autobots died in that series. I think it was only Cliffjumper, if I'm right. Only Cliffjumper ever died in that series. Unlike Beast Wars, which if you guys watch my top 15 thing, I've got Beast Wars on that list for a reason. Top 15. Yeah, next time I do a top anything video, I'm going to try to keep it shorter. That one there was too much to go over. Oh, the Robots in Disguise? Yeah, no. I like it. Robots in Disguise is supposed to be the sequel in almost every way to Prime. I don't dig it. I don't like the cell shading. I don't like most of it. Let's just be honest. Actually, the Beast Hunters movie, is that what it was called? The Beast Hunters movie really wasn't that good either. Like, it capped off Prime very, very well. I just didn't dig it. Exactly. No, Beast Wars was awesome. Beast Machines had a great story, but the problem behind the scenes with animation companies was really bad. All of the mess with that. What do I think about the F91 2.0? I answered that last week. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm probably not going to actually buy it, but I know that I've got friends who are definitely going to get that F91 2.0. I don't need to buy it personally. I'm not invested in F91 as a series or anything like that, so I'm not going to bother. But I will definitely take a look at it by anybody who actually does purchase it. I think it looks awesome. I hope the engineering has been updated to match the way it looks. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm waiting for that Harrison version. Yes, you're entirely correct, Anthony. The story is what made it. Very compelling story, especially with the whole Megatron taking over Cybertron thing. The idea of the organic and technological having to come together. That was great. I liked what they did there. No, as far as I can see, it does not come with the Reflexa. Or however you say that, Reflecia. The Felicia. It doesn't come with the Felicia base. I don't believe at all. I think it's just a stand. Which new Verka? The hazel, the advanced hazel. Oh, I should probably see if I can get that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm on a purchasing freeze right now. I need to go through a lot of the things that I have more than anything. In fact, I need to figure out what the next Master Grade Monday is going to be because I don't have a completed kit to look at, which means we're going to have to do another unboxing. Either I do another Graze, which would always be fun. Not to mention the Graze kit's actually a decent kit. Or I open up another brand new-ish MG down there. Considering I have to accomplish another build already. 2 other builds. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff I got to do in the next couple weeks. You mean the Volcanus? The Power of the Primes version, Carl? Like the combiner I've got? Yeah, I would definitely say get the old F91 and then the new one just so you can see the difference. I think the old one's actually fairly cheap at this point if you can find it. But are you talking about the Volcanicus? Or you're saying Volcanus? Not Volcanicus or Volcanus? Is that a different person? Talk faster, Carl. Wow, somebody's really upset outside. Transformers. Okay, there's Volcanicus. Yeah, that's Volcanicus. You meant a little bit. I will give you my full thoughts on that once I have completed it. However, you can go and watch that partial Volcanicus review that I've already done. I have the new Dinobots have not hit my area yet, so I had not been able to pick those up, though I will as soon as I can. I actually have to get through the other Power of the Primes figures that we opened up, I think, last live stream, which all that crap is still on my floor. So that's part of the things I need to review. So I've still got to review Jazz and Dreadwind. So then I can get the rest of those guys. I'm probably going to end up selling off some of those excess ones that I don't have any actual need for. Maybe I'll start up an eBay store and then sell off a bunch of the figures and things that I don't really need anymore. I think that'd be fun. Just a good way to get a little bit of money back, and I can open up some storage space. It's less than 20 bucks. Cool. Because I've got, like, if I get more Planet X figures, which is in the definite plan, I've got no room over there as it stands. Here, let me turn the camera slightly. So my Transformers shelves. So I've got my mostly Hasbro ones, and of course my DX9 Dinobots are there. This is my Planet X or Fall of Cybertron shelf. So that's already out of space. Because, of course, you've got the big boy way up here who doesn't have anywhere to go because he doesn't fit in a Detolf. But I want to get Megatron sometime soon. I want to get some of the other figures. I want to get that Ultra Magnus. He's not out yet. Dude, I've still got 2 of the Planet X Seekers down here. I absolutely have to review that. I've had those things for 2 months. I need to actually go ahead and review those. But I've been getting like all the small stuff, like the Nintendo figures. Like I've got, right now I legitimately have 5 now. 5 Nintendo figure reviews already loaded up on YouTube. I'm just waiting to get them out. But I've got Transformers reviews. I've got another Nintendo figure right here. Now I've got Star Wars Black Series. I've got Legends Class. Or not Legends Class, but Marvel Legends figures. So I think we're going to have to like start cranking out Saturday videos again on just extra stuff. Oh, the MP Dinobot that I have to buy because they're just too good to not buy. Sorry, I'm dropping things. Yeah, MP Dinobot will probably be my first foray into that. Which, by the way, go watch the Shoky Nerdcast over in Knockoffs and why the MP Dinobot started a very bad long discussion for that. If you have any good-looking Starscreams, I might be interested. I only have the one Starscream, and that ain't going nowhere, buddy. However, you need to get the Galaxy Meteor, Eric. That is from... Who makes that thing? If you guys know the answer to the question that I just asked, make sure you let me know, because I can't think of who makes Galaxy Meteor. Sorry, I'm popping a Big Bad Toy Store, because I know I can get it there. Got a bunch of Facebook notifications. What's going on over here? Probably all Mitchell sending me silly things. Carl. Yep, okay. Carl. Okay, if you guys are commenting on things, I can't... Ooh, hold on. There's new Bandai Japan orders. Okay, so there's the... Oh, dude. The new Star Wars 1/12 kits for people look ridiculous. Ultraman. Dude, Digivolving Spirits, Alphamon. Hold on, who does Alphamon come from? A little fox dude? I didn't know that. I haven't seen all of Digimon Tri. Dude, okay, those things are awesome. Okay, what else we got? Luke Skywalker, Stormtrooper, Pet Labor, Robot Spirits, Griffin, X-Bungle, Exabungles, those are cool. New Battleship Yamato, Zeta Plus, Figure Arts Boo. Oh, dude, have you guys seen those new SDs with the full frames? Those things are ridiculous. Holy crap, like the Crossbones looks insane. And they're only $10. Oh, the new Ari Vignagina. That's out. There's your F91s. X-Bone. The X-Bone. Not the Crossbone, it's an X-Bone. Okay, so... Sorry, I got sidetracked. That's not even what I was looking at. Hold on, I'll go back to the chat so I can see what the heck's going on. Could you play Gridman's opening? I cannot, for copyright purposes. I cannot do that. Yeah, I can't play like legitimate music, guys, because I don't want to get copyright notifications. Okay, so there's a lot of cool stuff. There's the RE-1100 gun cannon detector MSV version, which looks pretty cool. All of those things. Okay, sorry. I'm going to go back to what I was actually looking for. Because I was trying to tell Eric a thing, and I totally forgot what I was looking for. I will say that I think the Prime Master gimmick of Power of the Primes is really dumb. Like, the actual figures are so bad. Even the two newest ones are so bad. Sorry, I'm having to look around the camera to see what the heck I'm doing. Hey, there's new Unrustable Bastards. Those are cool. If you haven't seen those. Though, why does everything have to combine into a big motorcycle? That seems to be the thing here. Okay. Not found everything I'm after, but I found a thing I'm after. Fan projects. They're female Dinobots. Those are cool. Hercules is on sale if I had the money. What are those? Fans Project Saurus Ryu Stegobot. Those look like... What the heck? Hold on. Sorry, I just found something interesting. It's like... Whoa. Okay. It's like Dino Riders. So it's like a half robot, half dinosaur figure, but it has a little transforming mini-bot that goes into the back. Wow, I have not seen that before. That's cool. Phantom Toys Sovereign is now out for anybody who loves them some Galvatron. Okay, so that's Mastermind Creations. Was it MMC that did Galaxy Meteor? Why is nobody helping me? You guys should know this. Guys, I put something on layaway the other day at Hobbytown. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg slowly, but it's going to be worth it in the end. It's just a really cool Transformer-related thingy. Once again, can't see the chat right now. And I'm having to look around the camera to see what I'm doing. Night Morpher. Nope. Nope. Okay, Make Toys. It's not the Galaxy Meteor. It's the other version of Meteor. That's a G1 Starscream that looks phenomenal. Eric, I'll send you the link. Come on, scrolly. Actually, I think I was telling you about it the other day. Howling Meteor, that's what it's called. Sorry, I could not think of it. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. No, wait, Howling Meteor might be a different one. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. You guys are just watching me do things. Show my messages. I'm trying to talk to people here. Shin Asano gave me a thumbs up. Thanks. I don't know who that is or why they're giving me a thumbs up, but thanks. Hey, Eric, I just sent you a really cool link. Go look at it. Sorry, I gotta bring the camera back now. Okay, here we go. What's going on? Galaxy Meteor, it's a version. That's actually, Galaxy Meteor was the one of Cybertron version of thing. Okay, sorry. Duh, I can't look at I can't scroll back through the chat that way. Hold on. That what's dumb is the more postable frame is sold separately. Okay. The Robotech figures they're releasing are pretty neat. Yes, actually. SD line looks nice, except for the fact that bigger frame is separate. Oh, that's kind of dumb. 600 yen though. Okay. Well, see, all the pictures show it with it. That's why I wasn't sure. Valkyrie girls. Yep, those are cool. Gotta go. Peace. Later. Later, Riser. Nope, I had no way to know that. So, yeah. That's me. Oh, cool. Well, it's a very different name. How would I know? Welcome to Jurassic Park. Shin Asano. That's not your real name. Getting notifications right and left. Just a thumbs up. I appreciate a thumbs. Oh! The, what's her name? Yeah. I can't think of that. Yeah. Yeah, that thing's ridiculous. I got another message here, but I can't read it because it's backwards. To a super mini pla. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, it's a cool thing. I mean, I have no need for it. I'm pretty sure Thomas will buy it. Maybe he'll let me review it. I mean, I like the Super Mini Plus. I still need to get the Power Rangers ones. I was just waiting on them. Which I'm still totally... Wow, he's got a giant screwdriver. I'm still blown away by the fact that the Mini-Pla version of Titanus cost easily as much as the Legacy version, which makes sense, except for the fact, it's actually powered. It does drive itself, and that's awesome. Yes, I saw that you sent me a message. Oh no, I did not know that. Oh no. Well, I've got no way to know if it looks crappy or not. I'm gonna start making it to where you guys can't cuss. Start limiting all the words. It's supposed to stop those things. I don't know why it lets it through. My camera is getting tired. I can tell. It's like I just can't focus anymore. It's been such a long day. You can see the shadow of the microphone on my face. Microphone. All right, guys. I think that's going to be the end of the stream. Should I go over the contest again? Seeing this on BBTS, I guess Bandai took this from Dragon Momoko. Gundam Metal Build Destiny Gundam Heine. Okay. Oh, I gotta close some things that are just annoying me here. Oh well. I think one problem I have, and I guess a lot of people have it, is my interests are wide into all things nerdy and fun. Which, by the way, have you guys seen the life-size version of the Infinity Gauntlet? That thing is ridiculous. $100. Yep. Klaus Voorhees. Sorry, I'm looking at Legends figures. Oh yeah, they've got the new Iron Man from Infinity War figure. It looks ridiculous. Comes with a giant arm cannon that comes out of nowhere. The Prowler. Okay, anyways, I'm closing that down. I'm not paying attention to what's going on. Let's go back to the stream real quick. Okay. And yes, it's almost $1,000. Oh, that thing. Yeah. I ain't got no money. Go buy t-shirts. Go buy some Shoky t-shirts, guys. Actually, seriously, go buy Shoky t-shirts. I tried to go for the higher quality, but not like super expensive shirts. They have like a ridiculous like premium quality shirts that are like $25 a piece base, but also they don't come in as many colors as I wanted to do. So if you're interested in that, go get Keep On Nerding, Keep On Building t-shirts. They come in at least 4 different colors, and they have a cool size guide. So you put in your height, your weight, and whether you're fat. And it can tell you what size shirt you should actually have. Because apparently I'm wearing shirts that are too small for this belly. Thanks for calling me fat, Teesprings. Anyways, but I'll catch you guys later on through this week. Like I said, we've got the Rodimus Prime review coming up. Tomorrow's Not Quite Master Grade Monday with the 1/100 Grays. And then a kit that everybody sort of wants to see. I think they might be excited about new Gundam like object coming out on unboxing on Wednesday. And then I don't even remember what the other thing that's supposed to be out this week is. I think it's Builder Mario. Either way, I got lots of Nintendo figures. Yeah, there you go. The fingerless version. That's funny. The fingerless Infinity Gauntlet. But guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. And once again, if you are interested in the Lupus for Lupus contest, I will do a bigger reveal video and the rules and all the things. I'm going to work that out this week, hopefully by the middle of the week if I can get a hold of a lot of people. And I'm working on prizes. I'm working on how to best make it easy on you guys. I'm going to set up the email for submissions, and probably a PayPal account specifically for that, so I can keep that money isolated, so we can see a total amount of money that gets earned, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Because it's fun to have that rolling total going that we can always check. But I want to do a thing like and I was working over the logistics of this, because I thought about doing it to where the submissions would be if you bought. Like your entry fee would be if you bought a specific t-shirt. But I have no way to track that and who's bought what. So I'd rather you guys be able to buy a specific ticket or something like that, and that will count. Like I said, we're doing basically Lupus build-offs. So HG or 1/100 Lupus or Lupus Rex. Build it to your heart's content. Try to make it a new build as best you can. And I'll have it set up to where now through Lupus Awareness Month is the time you have to build it, and then we'll do the judging. I'm going to find some more judges along the way, definitely some more YouTube Gunpla guys, and once I have things out there, I will share the crap out of everything so that we can really get it out there. Have to stop eating to afford the Infinity Gauntlet. Dude, the Legends version is only $100 and it's a life size. What are you talking about? You're talking about like the extravagant like light up one. I'm talking about the one you can just buy and put on your hand. Oh, good. You quit smoking. That's good. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And remember, as always, keep on building right here. Keep on building. The link is in the description down below. I'll catch you guys later. You guys are awesome. Oh, by the way, thanks to my patrons, I almost forgot. John, Andy, Steve, Colby, you guys are great. And a new Patreon pick video will be up for you guys tomorrow, so that you guys can pick your Patreon picks for whatever month we're about to go into. March. March is a thing, right? I'll see you guys later.